You'll note that George Battah is working on the lower abdominal structure of the mummy. And this is an important thing to watch for with either of the Battahs. They use this, and it's an unusual situation. Not many wrestlers are familiar enough with the anatomy to utilize this particular hold in the manner in which they do it. Again, a headbutt by Battah that has the mummy shaking his head and dazed and staggered back to the canvas. Battah closes in. Thus far, neither man has been able to gain a pinfall or a submission hold, although Battah is working on that right now, trying to move into his man, trying to get the right combination going to put the mummy away. Now moves into trying to get into a full Nelson. Gets that full Nelson on the masked mummy. So Battah continues to clamp down with that full Nelson. And this can render an opponent unconscious. However, Battah not changing his tactics. Again, those percussion attacks to the abdomen, to the side of the head, to the side of the neck. And Battah begins stalking his man. Battah becoming more and more confident now. Closes in another chop to the side of the head. The mummy is back to the canvas. Again, Battah moves in. Has him up. A pile driver, but he moves away from it. You notice the way the mummy shifted as he was in suspended in air. A near fall there, a count of 2. Almost had him up into the pile driver, but the mummy shifted to one side, and Battah was unable to deliver the pile driver. Good defensive maneuver by the mummy. Both of the Battahs like to go to the air, but both of them, of course, are extremely effective on the mat as well. Another headbutt that did not have too much force behind it. Once again, Battah closes in on either side of the neck. The referee trying to break them up. And the referee pushed to one side here in the heat of the battle. Moves back in once again. And still, neither man able to gain a pinfall. The referee held. And Battah, in the heat of the moment, may not have realized that he was hitting the official. However, the official must have felt that way, too, because he did not call for a disqualification. Separating the two men once again. And time rapidly drawing to a close here in this first of 3 8-minute rounds. Moving now into the second round of this scheduled 3 8-minute round match between George Battah and the masked mummy. The first round ending with neither man able to gain a pinfall or a submission hold. And so the second round is about to get underway. Battah being loosened up by his nephew and waiting now for that bell to ring in this match to get underway in the second event. There's the bell. Battah moves out against the mummy once again. Now Battah trying to draw his man in, offering his hands to see if the mummy will try and take this test of strength, his skill, and agility. Does Battah up and over his man. Good move. Headbutt to the chest. Drives the mummy back. So Battah, double thrust to the throat, once again using that karate backdrop. The mummy now with a solid American right hand to the side of the head of George Battah. Battah on the canvas, the mummy again using that right hand. And Battah back to the canvas. Battah dropped for a third time. This man Battah, knowing full well what he was getting into with this mummy, realizes the way the mummy will break, bend, and mutilate those rules. The referee watching carefully. Battah once again. Here's a man who is tremendously revered in his home country of Venezuela. Catches him with a single leg dive. Step over now. Battah comes off the rope. Beautiful move by Battah. An upside rolling reverse. Has his hand pinned to the canvas. Excellent move, and this is the trademark of the Battah brothers. Now, they'll let you get just so far with them, and then suddenly they'll unleash all of their ring experience, all of their knowledge, and score that deciding pinfall. And this is why they've had such an unblemished record in professional wrestling. Battah being congratulated at this time, obviously a very gleeful man, and perhaps this is an omen of good things. Here's our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, George Battah. George Battah.
this is an omen of good things to come, and in just a few moments we'll be watching his older brother, the light heavyweight champion of the world, Bassil Battah, defending that light heavyweight championship. In just a few moments, this most important world light heavyweight wrestling championship will take place. Bassil Battah defending that title against the challenge of Bob Kelly. Bob Kelly, an American, a former Marine, 42 straight victories. He has to be considered a very, very dangerous, formidable adversary. I have with me right now Bassil Battah, the world light heavyweight wrestling champion, his manager, Luis Cardenas, and obviously we have lots to talk about before this world championship match comes up. I would imagine, obviously, you can't go into a match like this not confident. You have to feel that you are going to win in order to be successful. Am I right?
I feel very strong. I work out every day. I feel like the match I win already.
Greetings, Gordon. We'd like to say that we'll be very happy to be here tonight. And we're ready for this match like we have been for the last 11 years. We have held this belt for 11 years, and we continue. And we will continue to hold it for this year and maybe 11 more to come.
One thing for sure, of course, Bassil is a man who will go to the air. I can remember, of course, you were the youngest tag team partner that the late Argentina Rocca ever had. And, of course, Argentina Zuma is another one who goes to the air. An extremely dangerous move in professional wrestling, yet highly devastating and highly effective if successful. And I'm curious, I would assume you plan to go to the air during this match.
This is the most amazing individual. No one in wrestling has been able to do the feats that Bassil Battah has performed. And he will continue, and nobody will ever take the crown away from him.
In other words, you intend to retire with the title and then put it up for grabs?
Well, I think so, because in my country, if I take the belt with me back to Venezuela, it's better I stay here. Because in Venezuela, everywhere you wait for the belt, come back with me to Venezuela.
Let me ask you this. Now, we have some interesting background on you. Of course, you were born in Venezuela, but actually you're of Lebanese extraction. You're now living here in the States. However, you're defending your title all over the world. There's no question about this, in Europe, South America, and everywhere. And obviously, more than a capacity crowd of nearly 20,000 people will be on hand to watch you defend this belt.
Yeah, that's correct. I live here. My mother and my father from Lebanon. I born in Venezuela, and I defend the belt all time, Venezuela name, because this is my country. And I know a lot of people from Venezuela watching me tonight for these matches. I hope take this belt to Venezuela one time more.
Tonight we're fighting and we're wrestling not only for Venezuela but also for the rest of the Latin countries. And they can rest assured that we're going to bring back this belt, because Bassil is going to do it again.
Let me ask you this then. Let's take a look at this man, Kelly. Extremely powerful, very fast, very agile, a very dangerous adversary. Do you expect him to possibly try and bend those rules?
Well, it's better my manager explain to you.
We're not afraid of Kelly. We're not afraid of anybody. He can try whatever he wants. Bassil will always be able to dominate like he's done in the past. So we're not afraid of Kelly. We're prepared for Kelly, and we're prepared for many other people in the future.
Well, that certainly is an interesting observation from the manager, and he speaks with great confidence, and certainly he should. As he said before, 11 years as the world light heavyweight champion, Bassil Battah has certainly shown the world that he is truly an outstanding champion. May I just say, too, that a lot of athletes would start losing that power, that strength in their legs, and yet you appear to be in tremendous condition. You appear that you've been training well, and the legs are an extremely necessary function for you. How are the legs? Are they in top shape?
Well, yes. I am before world champion Olympics, 1957 Rome, and I am sixth black belt in karate, and I wrestling my own shoes. This is what helped me more in any wrestler, and we work in gymnasium every day, 1 hour, 2 hours. I am 42 years now, but I feel like I'm 25 years.